Hey,
In that same vein, helping address the need for affordable housing. That's the mission of Community Land Trust of Palm Beach County. And joining us right now, Timothy Wheat, President of the Board of Directors, and Cindy LaCourse Bloom, the Executive Director as well. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks,
and let's talk about it. First of all, for those who aren't familiar, what is Community Land Trust?
Well, it's an interesting hybrid model to provide first-time homeownership. It's very popular in urban locations throughout the country. It was actually started in Burlington, Vermont, back in the 1980s. I'm an affordable housing practitioner, and my company, Pinnacle, develops affordable housing, but in 2006, I got an opportunity to serve on this board when it was founded in part by the support of Palm Beach County government. And what the Community Land Trust model does is it allows a person to buy a home while the Land Trust, a nonprofit organization, maintains control of the land and also shares in the subsidy that was originally provided to make it affordable. So when subsequent buyers buy a home, they're able to benefit from that subsidy. So it's a win-win-win for everybody, and it's a great technique to provide home ownership that otherwise people might not be able to afford.
Sure, and you're talking about possible first-time home buyers. Who does this serve, Cindy? Who have we seen that this helps out the most?
Well, particularly in Palm Beach County, because we have such a high-cost housing market, we've really been able to serve a range of the Palm Beach County workforce. We have anywhere from bus drivers to child care workers, all the way to nurses and teachers.
Okay, and does it take care of the down payment, or is it just as a matter of fact, like exactly what are we talking about that it takes care of from the home buying process?
Well, first it makes it more affordable because they're not paying for the cost of the land, and that's part of what drives up the cost in Palm Beach County. But in addition to that, we obtain additional subsidies that make it more affordable in the purchase price overall. And sometimes we do have down payment assistance available, and then also our lender partners have funds that are available to help with that cost.
Anybody out there that's bought a home, I mean, no matter what the price is, it's a daunting task. There's a lot in front of you, so to get that extra help certainly helps. Who is supporting this? How do you guys get your funding, Tim?
Well, as I mentioned, Palm Beach County was our original sort of benefactor. It helped get the Land Trust started.
Sure.
And since then, we've been able to benefit from land donations from Palm Beach County and below market land purchases, but we've raised money from a variety of private foundations and organizations. Cindy does a fantastic job of raising funds, and that close cooperation with lending institutions has really paid off for us in terms of operational resources and also first-time lending for our buyers.
And before we get to break, one more quick question. If somebody's watching this out there saying, I hope I can fit into that category, how do they apply? How do they get wind of this? How can they do it themselves?
They can go on our website, clt@pbc.org, and on the website there's a qualifying quiz, and then there's an application right online. You can submit it, we'll get right back in contact with you, and if we can't help you, we'll put you with the resource that you need to get served.
Sometimes the worst answer you can get is no, and then you move on to something else, but at least take the opportunity, right?
Absolutely.
And we have a variety of both homeownership and also the Community Land Trust owns some rental housing too, so sometimes we help transition people into homeownership.
Outstanding. Tim, Cindy, thanks so much for joining us.